Hello, this is Suzanne Summers, and I bring you another edition of News You Don't Know. Have you ever thought about the great Americans in life? You know, George Washington, Thomas Edison, Martin Luther King Jr., oh, and of course Angelina Jolie. Well, there's one that I'm sure you probably haven't heard of. His name is Mr. Fredberry Blue, and today we interview him. Fredberry, or as his friends and family refer to him as Mr. Fredberry Blue, is probably most known for completing 10 phone calls simultaneously. That's more than any in the known world. But what you don't know is that Fredberry is also the bassist behind The Sopranos. And he also performed open heart surgery on Siamese twins in an elevator during the LA earthquake in 1994. Oh, and yeah, he wrote the Harry Potter series. Mr. Blue, you've had a rough childhood, haven't you?
First, Suzanne, you should call me Mr. Fredberry Blue. And yes, I have had a rough childhood. When I was 5, I scraped my knee. My mother was there, and she kissed it all better. But a trauma like that, Suzanne, it stays with you.
Sounds rough. You're so accomplished and successful. You must have gone to an Ivy League school for college and some post-grad work overseas.
I dropped out in kindergarten, Suzanne. I am currently working on my GED, but it's not going so well since I only read on the 3rd grade level. I am reading a great book, however. It's called Where Are You, God? It's Me, Margaret. It's a very advanced read.
So with this burden of illiteracy, how have you overcome and been a ghostwriter on one of the most successful books in the history of publishing, Harry Potter?
Simple. I use this dictation thing. Even when I didn't get everything exactly right, it came up with some pretty good words like muggles and Hermione.
And why allow J.K. Rowling to take credit for all of this?
Who?
You had another foray into the book world. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
You must be speaking about Gabagoo, the story of Beat and the Mob.
Yes, I am. Can you tell me a little bit more?
Well, these reporters were trying to write a book about the mob. And they would hang out at the deli that I worked in. I would give them the scoop on local gangsters and especially the kinds of meats that they like to have. It kind of developed into a biography of me. They got some things right, but they also got some things wrong. Like that I liked a piece of lean prosciutto with my baked ziti. But they got the prostitution sting, and they really described well the hit on that one guy.
So why aren't you in jail now?
I got a good deal. But don't worry, I'm not doing that kind of thing anymore.
So you're the real inspiration for Tony Soprano and the hit HBO series that follows him?
Yes, that's right, Suzanne, and it's quite an honor. I've been trying to give them suggestions. In fact, they've given me a special hotline to call in. I call in and give them suggestions, but it goes to some kind of answering machine. I suggested that they put the cast on an island, sort of like a Gilligan's Island thing. I thought that would have worked great. They also didn't take my suggestion about a Hawaiian vacation. That worked really well for the Brady Bunch.
When we return, a look into Mr. Fredberry Blue's life now that he's struggling to get his GED and has stopped dealing crack cocaine, and as he travels around the world in an RV, collecting porcelain lawn ornaments to add to his already amassed collection. Back after this.